Welcome everybody to another Beagle and Mario Plush Network discussion. As we promised last week, we are going to be covering the power-ups in today's discussion. So we'll be covering the 4 power-ups that Sine announced last month, I believe. It was the super mushroom, the 1-up mushroom, the fire flower, and the star. So once again, I'm joined by Evan Octavius Reynolds.
Well, hello. I'm very happy to be here with you guys today. And we're going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff. And yeah, so we've seen photos of the different power-ups from different companies, and they look pretty similar, which is a big step up. So now the first item we're going to be looking at is the power-up, the regular
the super mushroom.
Yeah, the super mushroom. That'll be that, and the person that's going to be talking about it is going to be Sean Cop Captain. So Sean, Mr. Captain?
Mr. McCormick. So we are getting all this information from Sanai's official site. It is called sanaiboki.co.jp, or if you just go onto their Twitter page, it'll give you a link to the site. And everything, if for anyone wanting to look, everything here is in Japanese, so you'll have to translate it or just wander your way through it. So we're on the Super Mushroom page. I'll give the general details. It is All-Star Collection and the number is 60. It is priced at 1,500 yen, and its dimensions are W, which is probably width, 18.5 centimeters, D is 16.5 centimeters, and H, which I'm assuming is height, is 15.5 centimeters. So I'll begin going through these photos one by one. So the first photo, it just shows the standard mushroom. Looks like the eyes are sewn and looks very soft. So I'm going to go to the next photo from the side view. Once again, it looks very, very soft. And everything looks, size-wise, it's proportioned very well. And the hat sags over like it should, like in the games. So third photo. Third photo from the back, it's just its hat. So yeah, it looks pretty good from this angle.
Yeah.
In side view, it looks pretty good from the side too. Its hat is more towards the back, which is accurate. And we'll go to the final photo here, which is... It is 15.5 centimeters tall because it shows a stock generic woman holding it, and it's 15.5 centimeters. So if you want to estimate how much that'll be, you can get a ruler and do that. But yeah, so I covered all the photos. My general thoughts are I believe it'll probably be very good. I'm just a little weirded out that it'll be before the Koopalings, because the power-ups seem like they'll be towards the tail end of the collection, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll go through the photos again so Mr. Reynolds can explain his thoughts. So,
yeah,
Mr. Reynolds,
take it away.
They
look pretty similar to the old official ones. Because on the Amazon listing, look, the super mushroom, and it says a Little Buddy USA, Amazon's choice, and it would come in by this 5th. Or fast delivery is March 3rd. So let's inspect to see if it looks pretty similar. Well, from the first photo on the Amazon listing of the old one, and now the All-Star one, the face on the All-Star one looks more shorter, and this one looks a little bit more wide on the old one. That could just be a defected or just a weird angle. But yeah, pretty much looks the same. So if you could go to the next photo, please. Not that one. Or the other one. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, you were on that one. Sorry. Yeah, that one. So from the side view, well, there's no side view photo of the old official big mushroom. But, it pretty much looks the same. And from this lighting on the Amazon photo, it actually looks like that the mushroom cap is a little bit darker than this. It could be because of the lighting, but yeah, it's probably darker. If you can go to the next photo, please.
And also, just a quick thing, if you can please find the dimensions on that listing, if there is any.
Yeah,
so look. Give it to the people.
Yeah, I'll check right after I inspect all the photos. Next photo, please.
Okay,
So the back side looks pretty good, and again, there's only 2 photos on the old one, just one from a front view, and then another front view with a generic man. And it says it's 11 inches and 28 centimeters. So
okay,
yeah.
So that would be a good estimation. This one is definitely smaller than the old one, but the old one is probably has to be a way bigger one because they did make bigger old ones as well as small old ones. So yeah, that'll explain that.
Yeah, and if we could go to the next photo, please. Yeah, it's just another side photo, but yeah, overall it looks really good. So if you can go to the next photo, please. Yeah, so from this front view of the old one, it does look like the peach colored part is a lot taller, and then this one they cut it out shorter like it's supposed to be.
So the part that is in its hat, what he's trying to say?
Yeah, the face. Looks exactly like a toad. I don't know why Mario would eat a toad. Or not eat a toad, but still. That's weird, having a mushroom, getting it to turn big or eating it or whatever, and then having a toad as a friend. Okay, enough about that, but if you can go to the next photo, please. There's a generic photo, and yeah, it says 15 centimeters. So I don't know how many inches 15 centimeters is. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, it appears to be a little bit smaller. But yeah, although it looks pretty good, and it looks like a big step up from the old one. Yeah, and just to clarify, we're pretty sure that there was an old one, because on this Amazon listing, you can get the power-up by this Friday or this Wednesday. And it's also Amazon's choice, and it says the brand is a Little Buddy, so yeah. And don't forget, Sine makes the plushes, not Little Buddy. They just released them to the US.
So yeah, that is pretty much all for the Super Mushroom. I'll go over the details one last time. It is All-Star Collection number 60. It is 1,500 yen, so you can translate that if you want the exact price over here in dollars or pounds. Its width, which I'm assuming is 18.5 centimeters. Its D is, which I don't know, do you know what that is? All of it's the dimensions, Mr. Reynolds. So, D is 16.5, and the height, which I'm assuming because it's H, is 15.5 centimeters.
Yeah, we would.
So do you have any final thoughts on the Super Mushroom, Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah, so like for the dimensions, it actually can be that or not, but we'll have to, you can translate it if you guys want to, because we don't know what the D stands for, and it's Japanese, so yeah. And I'll be covering the next power-up, which is the,
I believe is the one-up mushroom.
Yeah,
so.
And they also have an old one-up mushroom, so let me pull that
you can pull that up while I pull this up, Mr. Reynolds, and I'll go over the general details while you do so.
Of the old one. Little Buddy, yeah.
So the general details of the one-up mushroom, it is All-Star Collection number 61. It is called the one-up. It is also 1,500 yen. Its width is 18.5 centimeters. Its unknown D is 16.5 centimeters, and its height is 15.5 centimeters. Yeah. So, Mr. Reynolds, take it away.
Well, yeah, there's only 2 photos with the one-up mushroom in their exact same angles as the old official, what do you call it again?
Super mushroom?
Yeah, super mushroom. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, from this photo of the old one, it looks fairly similar to the All-Star one. This one actually looks like it has a shorter face than that one. And it also looks like the cap on this one is a lighter color. Could still be from the lighting. But yeah. And of course that one looks like a darker green, which is really cool. I like it. And yeah, there's not really much else to say. So if you can move on to the next photo. Yeah. So from the side view, it still looks the same since there's no side view of the actual one. But I can tell you that there's going to be better stitching and better things. So yeah. I don't know if they made an old official star. I'm pretty sure they did not. Yeah, I don't think they did. Oh yeah, I forgot to do those Mochi Mochi. That's like the branding, I think, of the power-ups of the red one and the green one, I think. But from those, they look fairly similar, except a few tweaks on.
What Mr. Reynolds means by those is that there's this new plush maker that is also making soft pillow of Mario power-ups and Animal Crossing and all that. I do actually have one of their products. It's the blue shell, and these are mostly at Target now, but you can also find them on Nintendo's official store. So that's what he means by Mochi Mochi.
Mochi 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 Mochi, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled Moochi. Yeah, like that. So, yeah. So if you can move on to the next photo, please. Yeah, so from the back side, it looks really good. And again, it's probably going to have better stitching than any other one-up mushroom that's out there. And I'll actually get the Fire Flower, our fake one, actually to compare the Fire Flower in a little bit. I probably will, and our star, just to make this a little bit more longer and more interesting. So yeah, that's actually really cool. And yeah, there's hardly really any actually official power-ups out there, mostly fakes. And it's really cool to see Sine actually release different power-ups. So yeah, again, the back view looks really good, looks fairly similar. We can go to the next photo, please. Okay, yeah. So the other side looks similar, so you can go to the next one. And that other front view, yeah, looks really good. Yeah. Let me actually pull up the old Sine or the old little buddy mushroom real quick to see. Because I think I compared it to the front.
And I forgot to clarify earlier, but all these power-ups, the two mushrooms, the Fireflower and the Star, are both releasing in late June.
Yeah.
Since this is all in Japanese, we don't have a release date, but we will later on check the Amazon. Because when we checked the Amazon earlier for the Koopalings a couple weeks ago, they did not have the power-ups. But we will check Amazon's Japanese site to check if the power-ups are there, because the date was in English, so we can see when those release in English in Amazon. So, yeah, Mr. Reynolds, continue.
And, yeah, the front photo, there's actually a fairly difference with the old one. So the old little buddy one, it looks to be the old one, the front photo looks to be really droopy. Like, that mushroom looks really, really, really droopy. And, like, hardly stuffed, and the cap, the circles look more like overalls. It's probably because, because, it's either because of the lack of stuffing, but probably that, and it looks droopy. And the new one, it looks nice and sturdy and fairly big. So, yeah. Again, it looks like a toad. And if you can go to the next photo with the man, girl, lady. Yeah, so from the side photo, it looks really tiny. It's a big change from the old one. So yeah, if you can go to the next photo, please. Yeah, it looks really awesome.
That was the last photo, Mr. Reynolds.
Okay, yeah.
So
any last
thoughts, Mr. Reynolds, for the one-up?
Well, yeah, again, it looks really good. I'm excited to get them. Hopefully they'll appear at stores, but it'll probably be at least like a year later till they start popping up in the U.S. by Little Buddy. Or wherever you guys live.
So that is pretty much all for the one-up mushroom. Once again, it is number 61 in the All-Star Collection. Mm-hmm. It is 1,500 yen. Its W is 18.5 centimeters. Its D is 16.5 centimeters. And its height is 15.5 centimeters. So next up, we're going to the Fireflower.
Yeah, so this time, Sean Cup Captain will be talking about the Fireflower, which looks really awesome. So while he's talking about it, I'll actually get the fake Fireflower just to compare and see some comparisons about it.
Okay, so while Mr. Reynolds is leaving to go get my Fireflower, I will discuss this. It is the All-Star Collection number 62. It is only 1,200 yen this time. Its width, I'm assuming, its W is 19 centimeters, its D is 6 centimeters, and its height is a whopping 18 centimeters. So it is bigger than both mushrooms.
And here's the Fireflower, Mr.
McCormick. So
okay.
From when the first photo, you can obviously see a difference. Once again, we have the fake one, so we will definitely notice a difference because this is real. So from when holding it up, you can definitely see the eyes are very, very close on the fake one compared to the real All-Star one.
And the fabric of the stem. But
okay, Mr. Reynolds, I'll save that for you. So,
for mine.
Yeah, it just pretty much looks better. The materials look way softer on the new one. Let me go to the next photo. Wow, this actually looks a big difference. So on the fake Fireflower, I have its stem and leaves are just flappy. You can flap them like a rope. But this one actually looks like it's a real plant. Its neck is going forward like how it is. If you have an official Fireflower figure and how its head goes out, that's exactly how this one goes.
The stem is actually connected to the back of the head in the middle, and that one's just connected to the butt.
Yeah, Mr. Reynolds will save that for his part. So big difference here. I didn't even notice that Yeah, I did not notice that at all. So let's go to the back photo. Yeah, the back photo, since this one is fake, you can see where the stitching on the fake one is like coming off. And you can see where you can't even notice the stitching on the leaves on the back one. Wow, and then this one has different colors in the back too. Our fake one just has a flat red back of the head. This one is exactly like the front, except the stem is there replacing the eyes. So that's a huge upgrade that I didn't even notice. And yeah, the next one is basically the same. It is just from a different side view. It's pretty much the same, so I'll go to the next photo, which is just once again a photo from the front, and it looks very nice. And the final photo is a stock woman holding it, and it is 18 centimeters long. So that's bigger than both mushrooms. So overall, I think the Fire Flower is probably my favorite one of these new power-ups. I think it looks really good, and it'll probably be the one I want to get first and the most. So yeah, there's all my thoughts for that. Mr. Reynolds, you can go with the Fire Flower.
Yeah, so if you can go to the first photo again, please. Thank you. So yeah, there's really a big difference. Like, it actually looks like the red part is actually just a separate piece of fabric. Then they stitched it on. Same thing with the yellow and the white. And yeah, you can tell that on the fake one, if you have it, the eyes are closer together on this fake one. And they look poorly stitched than those good-looking things. Because the pupils on ours look like regular rectangles, but skinnier. I mean, like, shorter. And those ones look like nice ovals. So yeah, that's a really good thing. And also the stem on the fake one is so gross. It's like a scratchy material. Like if you scratch it, like it bothers you. Because that thing's so annoying. And the leaf pattern has a really great embroidery too. To make the leaves combine into each other. I don't know how you would explain it, but yeah. For some reason, the Fire Flower reminds me of like some guy in a suit, because it looks, since there's like a face on it, kind of reminds me of somebody wearing like a suit that just has the red line and the yellow line. For some reason it does. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. It was just real quick. I had to do something real quick. But yeah, if you can go to the next photo, please, Mr. Mr. Cup. Okay, thank you. So, from the side view, there, like Mr. McCormick pointed out, there's actually a really big difference. So, again, it has a face on the back side, but instead of the eyes, the stem's replacing it. And yeah, the stem's actually up to the middle of the bottom part, so basically like its butt, which is not really good. This thing is so horrible. I barely even realized that there's so much missing on the back of it, including the stem. So yeah, really poor detail. So if you can, and again, the stem looks really stuffed. And it looks like the stem can come off easy, so I would recommend to be a little bit careful once you receive it. So yeah, if you can go to the next photo, please. Thank you. So yeah, again, the back looks exactly like the face, just the stem replacing the eyes, which is still a really good detail, like the face is sticking out, like it has a neck. I'm really glad they included that instead of just having the stem up to like its butt, like on this one in the middle of the bottom part. I'm glad that they really included that. The stitching looks amazing as well. You can't really even notice if it's stitched, but if you look really closely, once you have it in your own arms, you can probably see the stitching a little bit. But on this photo, it looks like there's not even stitching at all. That is a really amazing detail that they added. I really am excited to get the plush. So if you can go to the next photo, thank you. And again, yeah, the same. On the side view, it looks the exact same, so if you can go to the next photo. And again, this fake one looks more like an oval shape, and that one looks more like a clear circle. A little bit more like a squish circle, but mostly a circle, because this one's like an oval shape, which really sucks, and is not good. Because that one looks more like a circle shape, and this one looks more like an oval. So if you have the fake fire flower, yeah, it's probably going to be an oval shaped. So if you can go to the next photo, please, the next slide. Thank you. And again, the stock woman is holding it, and it looks to be really bigger and taller than the fake one, which is really good. So again, it looks really good, and if you can go to the next photo.
That was the last photo.
Okay. Well, again, I really enjoyed this plush.
So the final plush we'll be covering in today's discussion is the All-Star Star. So we'll begin with its general info. It is the All-Star Collection number 63. It is priced at 1,200 yen, and its dimensions in centimeters is 19 by 7 by 18 centimeters. So Mr. Reynolds, take it away.
Well, thank you. Okay, so we have the fake star with us here. You can't see it, of course, because this is a discussion. And this looks really, really huge. I love that star so much. It looks really good. And yeah, so the fake one does not look like a star shape at all. Like every single curve in the star shape is just more like rounded out instead of actually like pointy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like rounded. Like when it curves in and out and stuff, it looks like, I don't know how to explain it. I do not know how to explain it. But yeah, and the biggest difference from the fake one is that the eyes are, of course, bigger and further apart, which looks really ugly. I'm so glad that they really included this detail in this one, in the star. So, yeah, if you can go to the next photo, please. Thank you. Okay, if you can scroll up, thank you. So from the side view, it looks really good. You can't really tell if it's a star or not, but yeah, pretty much for the side view of the fake star, you can tell that there's points. But this one, you can't really tell from this photo if it's pointy or not. That's really good detail. And yeah, and again, it looks really well stitched. From this angle, I can't even tell if it's stitching or not. That's how good it is. So if you can go to the next photo, please. Thank you. The back side, there's a big difference on the back side, because the fake one has the Mario Party in Japanese on the top, and then on the bottom it says Mario Party in English. And then, of course, it's a fake one, and the Mario Party symbols look poorly stitched. Except for the Japanese ones, in the Japanese letter, it looks like it looks a little bit more stitched well, even though I can see a lot of threads sticking out. It looks like it's a little bit more better than the bottom part, because the Mario Party, it looks really horrible. All the letters are like connected by the stitching. That's really horrible. So yeah, Mario Party, whatever. Yeah. So, and again, yeah, it looks really good from the back as well. Again, it looks the exact same as the front, just no eyes. And yeah, from the side, this other side view, let's see if I can compare it. Yeah, and again, I can't even tell that there's points or anything on that side. And this fake one, of course, I can tell. And yeah, it looks really good. It kind of looks like a Luma from this. Hopefully they make an All-Stars Luma plush. I hope they do, because I would really want to see more Lumas out there. So yeah, even official Lumas, but those don't exist, just bootlegs. But enough about Lumas, but they do look the same like stars. Because they're in space and they're stars. They're not stars, but like they're stars. Sorry to get a little off track. If you can go to the next photo, please. Thank you. Okay, so from the front view, the other front view again, it looks ugly. Not the actual one. The fake version looks really ugly because the star shape doesn't really even look like a star that much. And the eyes are further and bigger. And these ones are a little tinier and closer, which is really good. Looks like the star in the games. So yeah, the Superstar is really awesome. And if you can go to the next photo, please. Thank you. And again, it's 18 centimeters, around the same size as Fireflower, which is really good. And this one, I don't know how many centimeters it is, but I can tell it's uglier and tinier than the All-Star one. So yeah, again, just to clarify, the All-Star one looks way better. But yeah, enough about that. If you can go to the next photo, please.
That is the last photo, Mr. Reynolds.
Okay, yeah, that is the last photo. Okay, so yeah. And again, I really enjoyed these power-ups. They're really good. And another thing to add is that I hope they add plastic pellets. So, if you don't know what those are, it's those beads or whatever that they put on the bottom or like around the feet area, the butt area, or the stomach area of the plush on the official All-Star plushes and the Sine ones in general. Not all Sine plushes, but mostly for Mario, Zelda, Kirby. Not to get obvious, but yeah. That's what Sine usually puts in most of their plushes, that they release plastic pellets. So yeah, it's most likely that the star won't receive plastic pellets, and the Fireflower, it's most likely for the mushrooms on the bottom. I don't know why, but yeah, just to make it feel more heavy than the star and the Fireflower, which is really cool. So yeah, plastic pellets may be in them. And one last thing that I'm curious about is what their photos are going to be. I probably already know what their photos are going to be for the All-Star, but it's going to be weird seeing the non-living things with photos on them. Or it's going to be like really weird just to see power-ups have photos instead of the real living things, like toads, rosies, and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's going to be weird seeing the power-ups like in just a standard photo. Just like a face-forward photo, not them like doing a pose like everybody does in their photos, like with the Koopalings. I'm also excited. And again, of course, instead of an hour-long stream, this is shorter. Because one thing is that we don't really have information to give. We would still need to give out when they would, the actual release date. And another thing is that, again, there's a smaller amount of these plushes, but again, they are really cool, and we hope We hope to get them later this year, but if we don't complete the All-Star set of the Koopalings and the power-ups, then most likely next year. So yeah.
Yeah, that is all for the 4 power-ups. Once again, it is All-Star Collection number 63. It is 1,200 yen. It is 19 by 7 by 18 centimeters. And before we end this thing, I want to really quick go to the Amazon Japan's website to check if the power-ups are for sale. So I will pause this discussion and we will be right back. And we're back on this discussion. I just went to Amazon's Japanese site, and yes, since the last time I checked, they did add the power-ups. And all the photos from Sanai's official site are here in all their glory. So the release date for the Fire Flower is June 26th, 2021. And they do have a different price from the Sanai's official site. So this one is 1,838 yen. It costs, and the shipping cost is 1,706 yen. So yeah, there's not really much to add here. Oh, except that the dimensions are in inches, I believe. So that it is 7.1, 7.5, 0.24 inches. So yeah, that is all for the Fire Flower. And I will work my way through Amazon's site to find the next one in the set. And it is the Star. So this one will be also released on June 26th, 2021. It is priced at 1838 yen. And for shipping, it is 1758 yen. And its dimensions in inches, I'm guessing, is 7.1, 7.5, and by 2.8. So that's all for the Star. And let me find the mushrooms now. So might have to scroll through here for a while.
Yeah, it might take a little while, guys. But yeah, they look really cool. And I'm excited to actually see how big they are in person. Even though we already know what to expect, how tall they are, it's going to be really cool just to see how they look in person. See how good they look, and yeah, it's just going to be really fun to get all of these. And again, if you guys are curious, we found these at the Sanai site, the official website, and also the official Amazon Japan website. And it's amazon.co.jp. And also, they're up for pre-order, and you can add them to your wish list.
Okay, so I did find the Super Mushroom after a while scrolling. Its price is a little bit more. It is 2,172 yen, and its shipping is also 2,172 yen. Also releasing June 26, 2021, and its dimensions in inches is 6.1.7 by 7.3 by 6.5. So that's it for the Super Mushroom. And I will go find the Walnut Mushroom, but I am assuming, yeah, it's right here. It's the same, I'm guessing, the dimensions. So it is 2,172 yen, and the shipping is also 272 yen. It is releasing June 26th, and the dimensions in inches are 6.1 inches by 7.3 by 6.5. So I think that pretty much covers everything in this discussion. So the 4 power-ups, you can go order them, pre-order them right now on Amazon Japan, and it gives you all the photos that we just looked at from Sanai's official site, so you don't have to go there no more. So yeah, well, these power-ups are very exciting to us.
Yeah.
We will hopefully get them. So Mr. Reynolds, any last?
Yeah, and again, you can pre-order them now. And one quick thing is also, we're wondering if they'll actually accept, like, your region credit cards. It depends, because I don't know. Yeah, it really depends what card you would buy it on. So yeah, we would definitely have to maybe try that out, but we probably won't. We'll most likely buy them once they're up for sale on Amazon, probably on the regular US website. Because once they release when they release on a couple of weeks later, they'll probably be up for sale on your regular Amazon. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And a quick reminder also, the newest Sanai Mario plushes are the Dr. Mario ones. So they're actually going to come out in a few weeks, which is going to be really cool. So we hope to buy those pretty soon, and yeah, it's going to be really cool to buy. And again, yeah, those release in a couple of weeks. And one quick reminder, the power-ups release June 26th.
One day after Mario Golf.
Yeah, one day. Excited for that also. And again, the Koopalings release July 10th, right?
Yeah, I believe July 10th, but we could be wrong since we haven't looked at the Koopalings for a while, so don't take our word for it, so you might have to look for yourself. So yeah, that is all for this Power-Ups discussion. Evan Reynolds let us know on his final thoughts, so thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, and my final...
and make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow our second channel. So thank you for
so
watching.
much.